This is an amazing conversation. And the fact that she is an MUA and she's speaking on these hush topics of the makeup industry, because most makeup artists is not even going to touch this part. They're not going to talk about this. And so, and that's why I tell you, she is authentic. She is resilient, because speaking about this is not easy for a makeup artist, and also compassionate. So that is what makes her stand apart from all the other MUAs. And FYI, she does travel. You know, you just got to get in contact with her, you know, and get up on her busy schedule. But as an MUA, you are, now I know you won't classify yourself as this, but I'm going to say it because I'm going to brag on you. How about that? Because I know how you are. But the fact that you're not only an MUA, like you do everyday people like myself, doing extraordinary things, but you also have the opportunity and to do makeup for people like Missy Elliot, for other celebrities, film and television. So explain to us, or share with us, how it felt when you first got your first influential or celebrity client. How did that feel? What was that transition? Was your hand shaking?
So to be honest, I'm still mentally grasping that concept.
Does this resonate with you? Has a company ripped you off in the past? SettleShark is changing how consumers get money back from companies. SettleShark assists consumers during the entire process, from beginning to end. Our process is simple, convenient, affordable, and powerful. You're in control. We are here to help you. Contact us today at www.settleshark.com or call 1-888-704-0708.
Alula Life Greens actually started for me when I was 23 years old. I went out and bought a $400 industrial juicer, and I started juicing every single week. And I hated it. It took so much time, it cost money, and it was a process. That's when I started making the Life Greens product. It truly is the one drink that you should take every day for the rest of your life.
My name is Amy, and I absolutely love fitness. I'm a licensed cosmetologist and a professional makeup artist. Eating healthy is not the easiest thing. We get so busy in our lives, it's really hard to take the time to eat healthy and to eat right. My absolute favorite thing about this product is that they combine reds, greens, and probiotics in one mix. You put it in your water and you shake it up and voila, it's so easy and it tastes amazing. You'll feel a difference. Then you start believing that you really can change and that you can actually feel better.
Hey man, your dog is super trained but mine never listens to me.
That's because I just signed up for a dog training course in the community app. It notifies you of all classes happening within a 10-mile radius and has many options. They've got literally everything from dog training classes to dance classes.
No way, you mean I can get my dog trained and learn dancing?
Yeah, install the app right now and see for yourself.
Hello, everybody. I am Dr. Tina J. Ramsay, the host of the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast, and I am so absolutely excited to have today's featured guest. When you think about the words authentic, resilient, compassionate, these are the words that describes today's guest, who is a phenomenal MUA. So for all of you people who was trying to figure out who did the makeup for this, hunty, who had my face beat to the gods, honey? Well, I have our celebrity MUA in the building right now, which is Aysha Williams. She is not just a makeup artist. She magnetized the art of beauty. She enhanced your beauty. She contours to make stunning transformation. She even is a micro blender, and she is just a makeup artist. Listen, she is your personal go-to, your personal beauty guide, offering one-on-one sessions, makeup shopping experiences, mentorship opportunities, and so much more, people. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. I know you want to see her. I know I do. Let's bring on Aysha Williams. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hi, hey, how are you? I'm so happy. Oh my gosh.
Listen, I am so excited to have you because I've been trying to get you on this show for a minute because you are so busy. And so I gotta listen, I have to get you on the show. And shout out to Sheree Moore because that is actually how I met Aysha, through Sheree, because she was like, you got to have the best to do your makeup. So Aysha, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited. I'm also I don't know why I just got butterflies all of a sudden because I was sitting here prepared and I don't know, but we can get through this. I'm excited. I'm super excited to be here either way.
No, you don't need no butterflies, girl. I got you. I got you. Listen, we're going to talk about all the things that you do. I know for me, being a first timer, going to an MUA. Well, no, I ain't going to say first timer. You was the second person that I went to, but it was like 15, 20 years ago when I went to the mall and I let a lady do my makeup. It was a horrible experience, Lord Jesus. And I just held on to that all this time. And so when I came along and Sheree introduced me to you, and I wanted to be open, but I was so anxious. And so like you saying, you have butterflies, honey, I had butterflies not in my stomach. Listen, I had Benadryl. I'm like, what if I have an allergic reaction? Y'all better get me to the ER.
I remember that day and I remember your reaction, but it was beautiful to see the reaction afterwards because you trusted me. So it was like, okay, yeah, you looked amazing. But I think that you having that experience too, it can kind of scar you for future makeup artists, especially if your first experience was like that. You probably thinking like, oh yeah, everybody else is gonna be like, So you trusted.
Yeah, it was like literally because Sheree was like, listen, I'm gonna do you right. I already talked to your mom. And like, listen, she had to talk to my mom. I was like, I don't know. Because I gotta go on this stage, and what if I have allergic reaction? My face gonna be swole. I was just all these things, that I was thinking about, and you were just so calm.
Yeah.
And you were very patient with me. So that's one thing that I want people to understand. When you have a real, true, compassionate makeup artist, they already know your reservations. Yeah. You calmed me down. You was talking to me. I didn't even realize. I knew we was getting makeup, but it didn't feel like I was getting my makeup done. And then after we was finished and my husband was there because he knew what he was there all them years ago when I got that first makeup job. So he know. And so when he saw me and he was smiling and I was like, I'm going to be look real good, And then when I saw myself, girl, my confidence went through the roof. So what made you decide? Did you always know you wanted to be an MUA? What made you decide to start that? Because clearly it's a gift, but did you fall into it or was it something that you always said, okay, I'm going to be an MUA?
I think so. I wanted to be, it's funny because I actually wanted to be a singer. And then it's kind of like I transitioned into different creativities because I wanted to be, and then I wanted to be a model. And then I found my passion for makeup when I was like 13 or 14. And I think it was just something that was just always instilled in me. Like my aunts, my uncles, all of them are super creative. And my grandfather, he was a musician. So I just always had like creatives in my family. And so I just felt like it was something that was always just in my bloodline. But I found it when I was like 13 or 14. And for me, it started off as an insecurity. If I'm being transparent with the audience, Makeup was like something that covered my insecurities for me at the time when I was around that age. Because, you going through puberty, you want to attract boys,
13.
So it was something for me to attract attention at the time. And then I started to notice, like, dang, I'm really good at this, and my friends were telling me, like, Aysha, you should actually start doing makeup. And around that time, I was probably like 15, 16. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna test it out. I took my first client for prom when she was doing her graduation pictures, and it went really good. And after that, I just started to, keep the momentum of that. And I built a clientele by the time I was, 18. And I had got my first makeup counter job at Bare Minerals. And it went from there. So it's a journey.
Wow. And I appreciate you being transparent, because many times it's a reason why, the why of why we, started something or why we're doing something, but that why can change over time. And so your why was because, yes, when we're 13 and you're a girl and hormones and menstrual cycle, all this stuff, and our skin doing different things and our body doing different things, the fact that you was like, well, I'm going to use makeup to kind of draw attention or whatever like that. That's a real moment.
That is a real thing. Insecurity. Yeah, especially for me at that age too. I was also, you see a lot of other children that are that age, but they're a lot more mature. They're a lot more, kind of out there. But for me, I think at that age, I was my age at that age. And so I wanted to kind of fit in. I wanted to kind of be like them. And so for me, makeup was a way to attract that attention. So yeah, it definitely stemmed from something insecurity, but I flipped it and turned it into something, great that I can, teach people how to do, and like, give people like their confidence. And it's a good feeling to do. Honestly, it's a good feeling.
Well, you definitely gave me my confidence, honey. Because listen, I for those of you who don't know, my glasses, like I could see fine close up, and my doctor, because I do all this natural stuff, told me that I really don't have to wear glasses if I don't want to. But my insecurities, because I've been wearing glasses ever since I was in like the 5th grade. Ever since I was like in the 5th grade, I've been wearing glasses. But let me tell you, natural wellness do work. So I took all these different things to help my eyes and all this stuff. So I wear glasses to kind of hide behind, and I'm still working on it, people. I'm still a work in progress. So you will see me wearing glasses quite a bit. But honey, when Aysha did my makeup, honey, that 2020 was hot. I was like, I didn't wear these glasses the whole weekend at the event.
Glasses. What glasses?
Girl, I'm like, what glasses, girl? I see 2020.
Oh, that's right. We don't need them today. We good.
Girl, I ain't use it for the whole 3 days. So listen, if I had you in my life, if you was up here in South Carolina all the time, I would never wear no makeup. I would never wear no glasses.
You forget about the glasses. But it's just, I think you look great without the glasses. And I think, of course it is on your own timing, but
Yeah, I do. I do it way more than I used to. But listen, the fact that you took me from a place of major insecurity, because I don't know if people know this, but I have always had natural bags. Like, no matter what I did, since I was a little girl, I always had puffy eyes. It just was something. I hated them. Because I see everybody else without puffy eyes. I'm like, I get 10 hours. Like, sleep don't make it go away. So I'm like, why do I have to deal with this? And so that's my insecurity, okay? And so the fact that you was able to do the makeup and it was able to it wasn't so profound. I didn't feel like it was so profound. It was like, it was just a different experience for me. So I thank you. You built my confidence. I was like,
absolutely.
I'm kind of cute.
And you know what? So just to kind of piggyback off of what you just said, I think and I'm just going to say this, but I think for Black women too, it is more like hereditary when it comes to like, that. So, but I do get where you're coming from, because I've had clients that will tell me that. But another thing that I try to, because I came from a place, makeup for me came from a place of like insecurity, and try to, transform it. I think that I try to instill that you know, we should love ourselves in our natural form and our rare form. Although I do, you know, do use makeup to, you know, enhance, I still want people to understand like their natural beauty, you know, and embrace that and really sit with themselves and love on themselves, you know, in their natural state. So that's really, I think that's what I'm transitioning into now with makeup, and people, and especially like kids from ages like 6 to 12. So yeah.
Well, it is important. And so that's one thing that I really appreciate how you do things. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a commercial break from our sponsors, but we'll be back in a moment with the amazing Aysha Williams, and we're going to pick it back and talk about that self-confidence and everything like that. So we'll be back in a moment. The Homeschooling Interactive Magazine is a magazine that embraces and celebrates the entire homeschooling experience. Our magazine is different from all the rest because we provide beneficial information and assistance in homeschooling, business, wellness, mental health, resources, and life. We encourage you to pick up a copy of our magazine today on Amazon.com by simply searching the Homeschooling Interactive Magazine. The Homeschooling Interactive Magazine is all about impacting the world through home-based learning, helping to de-stress the homeschooling experience. Get your copy from Amazon today.
Does this resonate with you? Has a company ripped you off in the past? SettleShark is changing how consumers get money back from companies. SettleShark assists consumers during the entire process, from beginning to end. Our process is simple, convenient, affordable, and powerful. You're in control. We are here to help you. Contact us today at www.settleshark.com or call 1-888-704-0708.
And just like that, we are back. And I come along with a friend whom you might ask, the amazing Aysha Williams. Welcome back to the show. All right. Before the commercial break, we were speaking about something that I feel is very important, especially for young girls, whether you're Black or whether you're white, because we all have these insecurities through the 13, 15 stage. And I was that girl that felt like I was on that. We so similar. I was that girl that was just basically whatever the age was, that was the part of my body development at that time. But some of my friends was like way ahead of me, you know, in body development. And so we were talking about some of our insecurities. And when I think about everything that you're doing and how you pretty much uplifted me, you're more than just a MUA. You're more than a makeup artist. You are that person that's kind of like, you feel like their friend while you're doing the makeup. You have conversations. You make them real lighthearted. You make them forget you even doing their makeup. Like, and that's a skill. That's a gift. Okay. And so when you think about you doing makeup, in the beauty industry, what would you say if it was one thing that you could change in the beauty industry, what would that be?
So this is my take on it, because the beauty industry is so broad and there's so many different, you know, styles and just techniques to it. And then, you know, you go into like cultural differences in beauty, But what I would say personally for what I see in my community, is this idea to be, because it is free. The industry is free. It's a creative industry. But I think there are some beauty standards that we feel like we have to uphold when it comes to, you know, the beauty industry and with makeup in general. But what I feel like I want to change would be the keeping up with like the beauty standard, especially with what we see on social media today, because it is so, you know, influential on, you know, the new generation and even some of my generation for sure. I can see it. But I would say just us trying to keep up with like that beauty standard. I think I don't know if you've heard of it, Tina, but the European beauty standard. Yeah. So it's, you know, like a lot of us, and this is not to bash anyone, you know, but I feel like a lot of Black women, brown women, I feel like we should accept our features as we are. Like, we should accept not wanting to change or alter and adjust any of our features to feel like we have to keep up or keep a certain standard or a look, quote unquote. So if that's one thing that I could change, I would probably change that. Like I said, I know the industry is so creative and so broad, but I just think that once we learn to really understand and love on ourselves as we are, like I said in the beginning, I think that, it'll get a lot better. But, that's one of the things I've noticed.
I agree, because they're sad to say society has created a standard of beauty.
Yeah.
Took it upon themselves to say this shape eye, this shape lip, this shape nose, this skin tone. This is the staple. This type of hairstyle, this type of hair texture is the standard of beauty. And I agree with you on that, because growing up, even though you see you're beautiful, I'm speaking from being a woman of color. Okay. I'm not speaking of someone else that haven't had my experiences. When you go through and you see beauty in your aunties and your mother and your cousins and your sisters, if you have sisters, and then you go out into the world and you look in the magazines and you see something totally different, and you know that your thighs are more wider, your nose is more broader, your lips are more plump. Because it's popular now having plump lips, having bigger lips, but go back 10 years ago, people be looking at you like, that ain't cute.
For it, back then. So, I remember when I was younger getting picked on for, my nose.
It was my eyes.
So it's like, it's just things like that. And then I have some friends that have had experience with bullying because they've had big. So now people are trying to mimic that, and it's just like, it sucks to see it, because it's like we have to learn how to embrace ourselves. And I think it starts with us now, because now that we have that knowledge and that understanding, I think it's just important for us to instill that into our children. And I think that's why I love to work with kids, because they are in that stage where they're trying to, figure themselves out, and they may be going through the same thing. So I think and they're so absorbent at that age too. So I see it a lot.
Yeah. And I feel personally, I see it a lot too. And so, working with children and working with parents with children and stuff. I even have my own teenage children, which is the most difficult time for a young person, is those teenage years, because they're trying to figure out who they are. Their body is still developing, and you want some type of peer acceptance, but sometimes it don't come the way. And then you see all of this internet stuff that makes it changes what the perception of beauty should be. For these young people, and the expectation is way up, and they deal with depression more and all of that, because they're seeing all of these images. I really feel, being that individuals like us that's speaking up about this should be common knowledge, common ground, common conversation, that we should start accepting universal beauty, understanding that what makes us beautiful is that we're all different, not that we're all the same.
Yes, absolutely. And I think I see it so much with makeup too. There's a certain look, there's a certain makeup look, there's a certain hairstyle, there's, that makes you, quote unquote, accepted, in the industry like this. So I think where I'm starting at is just, starting with the kids, starting with the youth, and hopefully, I've seen it get better. I'm actually seeing it get better. So,
Well, that's good that you're seeing some leaps and strides, and I feel that you're playing a part in it, because of the way that you're doing it, and then you're educating. So you're in the part of that change. So listen, you guys, this is an amazing conversation, and the fact that she is an MUA and she's speaking on these hush topics of the makeup industry, because most makeup artists is not even going to touch this. They're not going to talk about this. And so and that's why I tell you, she is authentic. She is resilient, because speaking about this is not easy for a makeup artist, and also compassionate. So that is what makes her stand apart from all the other MUAs. And FYI, she does travel. You know, you just got to get in contact with her, you know, and get up on her business schedule. But as an MUA, you are, now I know you won't classify yourself as this, but I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna brag on you. How about that? Because I know how you are. But the fact that you're not only an MUA, like you do everyday people like myself doing extraordinary things, but you also have the opportunity and to do makeup for people like Missy Elliot, for other celebrities, film and television. So explain to us, or share with us, how it felt when you first got your first influential or celebrity client. How did that feel? What was that transition? Was your hand shaking?
I honestly, so to be honest, I'm still mentally grasping that concept.
Listen, if anybody's interested in getting into podcasting, grab this book. Go on Amazon, grab this book. It goes with me almost everywhere. This book has like a workbook. It has places you can fill it in. It tells you how to monetize your podcast. It tells you how to set it up. It tells you about sponsorships. It even, listen, go on Amazon and get this book. And this is the Bible for podcasters. Listen, it was ranked #1 in podcasting books. Look right here. Best new podcasting book by Book Authority. Right there. Boom. And a little secret. Y'all, when you grab this book, I think it's page 43. There is a code on there. Listen, you can get access to her class, her course. Get her course. It's worth hundreds of dollars. But this book is it's less than $50. Grab this book on Amazon. I'm telling you, I carry it everywhere. She is the best. Grab this book on Amazon.
Because right now I'm still in the process of, like, you know, really taking it in and being like, wow, this is where I'm at. This is where you know, what I've worked for. Mm-hmm. But when I first got that opportunity, I think for me it was just a mindset thing. I wanted to be as calm as possible, for first and foremost. Yeah. Because you know, my first bigger client is Missy Elliot. Like, she's the first client that bigger client that I've had. And so I wanted to be as calm as possible. You know, I wanted to be as authentic. I wanted to stay true to myself. I wanted to make sure I was walking in the room and I wasn't trying to be anybody else but me. Mm-hmm. And so that's one of the things that I told myself. But I think that throughout my career, certain trials that I've went through have gotten me prepared for that moment. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually in Essence right now in New Orleans for the show. So I'm super excited about that. So, but yeah, it was a very, it was like a full circle moment, because I had always daydreamed. I'm a daydreamer. So I've always daydreamed myself, you know, doing, you know, and having opportunities like this. So it was like, oh, okay, it's actually here. So right now I'm still in a state of like trying to process it, but I'm also showing a lot of gratitude by, you know, just being as transparent in this journey as possible. So.
Well, I love it. And you are very, like, listen, you guys, the best thing that I could do for you guys right now is just to show you what I'm talking about, for this, because listen, because she's not gonna do right. She's not gonna do right, you know, because she's so humble. But listen, this is some of her work. You know, guys, you already saw my book cover and you see all these different reels and different stuff that I make. Like, she did this. She did this. Okay. And so the fact that I'm sharing a MUA with Missy Elliot, girl, bye. I'm listen, and this is some of her work. Like, she does a lot of different makeup. And what I love about your makeup, it's not overdone. You know, sometimes it looks too like you on I don't know, it just looks too overdone. You have a nice way of doing makeup that enhance the beauty, but and you could tell you have makeup on, but it's so natural. It's like a good blend. It's just great. And you know, you see Misty right there, you guys, but you're gonna see some more where you can really see her face and different stuff like that. So check out, look at that makeup. Woo, child.
Thank you.
So you guys go to her Instagram and go and follow. I mean, it's so much great information, some just beautiful makeup, and then she have tutorials and different things to let you know about skin and all of that. And so it's educational. It's not just her putting makeup on you just to get you out and do whatever it is that you want to do. She's talking with you. She's very comforting. She's really working to keep you into who you are. Because I remember the last event that I did, the Power of Podcasting in Atlanta, you was like, well, what are you wearing? And I saw, and I was like, I don't know. I want a red lip. Well, that was the wrong idea.
Yeah.
Like, and she was like, listen, and so she got me together looking good. And when I walked in the room, everybody like, oh, you was already gorgeous yesterday, because they saw me without makeup. But they were like, but man, baby, you like a whole, like, you looking good. So I appreciate your honesty, your transparency, and really working to keep your person to look like themselves, just look and, just look, a little enhanced, accentuate their face. You're not looking like a whole different person.
Be honest though, but I try to, so my thing is, I'm kind of like a chameleon too. Because I have a broad range of clients. So, I have some clients who want that more glam look. I have some clients who want that more natural look. So I try to be as diverse and, I try to be a chameleon basically, but I try to switch it up on according to my clients. So,
you definitely do it very, very well, because you was able to keep me. People could tell I had on makeup, but it was just like an enhancement. It wasn't like a whole different situation. Now, one day I'm gonna just play. The next time I see, I'm gonna do a dramatic outfit, and I'm gonna have a dramatic eye. I'm gonna try that because I always want to try a smoky eye, because I never did that before. But listen, I know you will hook it up, but one day that's what I'm gonna do. And so we talked about the best, and we talked about the worst part, dealing with the music, not the music, but the makeup industry. You also talked about building their confidence, and that's why you love to work with little children. We already talked about if you could change a thing, dealing with the beauty industry, and you were saying about basically we both agreed upon having that universal beauty. And for us to just start embracing, if you have full lips, embrace your full lips. Honey, people going getting injections to get full lips now. So you better embrace it. People, full eyes, big eyes, extra, I ain't gonna say extra forehead, but a bigger forehead than most people. All these things is what makes us uniquely you.
Absolutely.
And I just feel like we have to start embracing it, just like you said.
Yeah. And I think once we start to embrace it, you'll honestly see everything just kind of like in every other realm, you'll see it start to work a lot smoother for you, because you learn to kind of like, embrace yourself and love yourself. So
yeah. So tell us about this, because you just don't do MUA makeup artists. You do other things as well. So tell us what those other things that you do, and what's that process like?
So outside of makeup, which is one of the things, that's a main service that I offer, but I wanted to do something else, that I love to do. And so one of the things that I noticed when I started doing my makeup was that I was super, super good with eyebrows and shaping them and just understanding the symmetry of eyebrows and how to, map them out. But so I think in 2018 is when I got my certificate for microblading. And microblading, if y'all don't know, it's permanent makeup. So it's like, you know, if you don't have full brows, or if you suffer from alopecia, you know, anything that may have caused your brows to be just a little bit more like sparse or thinner, or even if you have fuller brows and you want them to be fuller. But basically, microblading is a permanent way to enhance the brows and make them look fuller without having to, you know, fill them in every day and, you know, do them every morning. Say you got 30 minutes to go to work and, you know, you don't got a lot of time on your hands. It's very convenient for, you know, just being able to wake up and go and have that brow, that look, that natural look. So I also offer that. Yeah. So that's I love doing that service too, because the before results versus the after results is always like super shocking. But so that's another service that I offer. And then I also offer education. So I do kids makeup classes, and then I also offer one-on-one classes, and I do group classes as well. So all things education.
Wow. I mean, when I looked at it, because I really didn't know what it was. I'm being totally 100 with you, because you branching me into this, you branching me into this, where I was thinking that you would have like a piece of string and you was plucking and stuff.
I think somebody asked me that same thing. Like, what is it? What exactly, you know? So,
yeah, I didn't know it was permanent. I didn't know.
Yeah, so it lasts 6 months to a year.
Really?
So, yes, it's very, very convenient. Yes, it's honestly.
I need to get that time.
You can set it up if you want to do a consultation. I offer free consultation. So if you guys want to set up a free consultation, we can do that. Just, you know, because I understand it's a process that some people may not know about, or just, you know, may not have a lot of knowledge on, because it is a little new. It's been out for a while, but it's still new to a lot of people, you know, especially because it's not like a main service that, you know, a day-to-day person would provide. So yeah.
Wow. See, I learned something new today. I just thought you was plucking eyebrows and stuff and taking the razor and shaping it up, you know.
Too, you know, we too. But it's a little bit, it's permanent too. Cause you know, it's convenience. It's all about convenience too. So that's one of those services that you're gonna get that convenience. You're gonna be able to really, you know, get the longevity of it. So,
and then you can wake up and say, I woke up like this.
Beyonce.
I woke up like this, people.
Yeah.
Because you know, your eyebrows, I never paid attention to my eyebrows that much until you did my makeup. Like I paid attention, but I have never had my eyebrows shaped the way that you did it when I did my makeup with you. And it can really shape your whole face to make your eyes pop out, to make like it changes the look of your face. I didn't even pay attention to the power of your eyebrows. Like really, I never really paid attention to it. And when I look at my photo, I'm like, girl, them eyebrows are just laid, girl. Like really, make up like that every day.
Good. Yeah. Your eyebrows definitely frame the shape of your face for sure. So just being able to wake up and go is, you know, it's definitely a confidence booster too. It's like, okay, well, you know, I can get up.
Awesome. I'm glad you actually shared that with us, because I didn't even know you offered that service, because honest with you, I didn't know what that was. And so I said, I'm going to ask what that is. And I know I have been seeing you teaching classes at the Pop-Up and Create and at different places. And so I know that you're very educational driven about this industry, which I think is so amazing. And the fact that you're doing what you're doing, and you are an influencer, whether you want to claim it or not, you are an influencer. You are making a positive impact. Say it again.
I said, I'll take it. That's the second time somebody told me. So I'm gonna put that title under my belt.
Take it, because that's what you are. And the fact that you're not just doing makeup, but you're educating. You're not only educating, but you're addressing I would say like the trigger things, the insecurities that, hey, I'm going to help you and I'm going to do your makeup, but you know, you already look good the way that you are. okay, these are some things. If you don't like this is some things that you can do. And you basically hold the hand, so to speak, through the whole makeup process. You make it a very easy process. And I love the fact that you have your place that we can go to get our makeup, and you also offer where you can come to your client. So what made you decide to offer that? Because normally, I mean, we have to come to you, which we're fine with that. But what made you decide to say, okay, I'm going to do this mobile MUA situation?
Well, I mean, it's just a thing of like, you know, I have my own space. I have my own studio space. But a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people like convenience. And so if that means they get to just wake up, you know, do their thing and then have somebody travel out to them, then so be it. And I learned that by moving to Atlanta. When I moved to Atlanta in 2019, I was like right before the pandemic. A lot of people were well, actually during the pandemic, a lot of people were not wanting to get out and go out a lot. And so I found myself, you know, safely traveling to my clients. But because, you know, that during that time it was a little risky, but you know, but a lot of my clients were like, can you come to me? Because they didn't want to, you know, get out in the environment. And of course, at that time, we didn't know how it was. So that's when I was like, you know what, I should actually offer this a lot more often. And while also still holding the convenience of people wanting to travel to me. Because some people, you know, they don't want you to come to their home, which is understandable. So just having the best of both worlds and the best, you know, both options, you know, just giving people that option, I think, is really what it was.
Well, you guys, I experienced both of them. She came to me for one event, and then the other time I actually went to her studio. So both is top notch, A1. So you can't go wrong with either situation. You want to go to her studio or you want to go for her to come to you. Both is an amazing experience. I give it 5 stars. So whatever, however you want to do it. But it is convenient when you come down. When I came downstairs, when I was on location, and you was there, and you was like, "Yeah, come sit down." You see, I like, oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? A lot of people love that. They don't. Some people don't get out. They don't want to drive through all that, especially with Atlanta traffic. It's
girl,
it's insane.
Because I had to call. I'm like, I think I might be a little late. I didn't account for this Atlanta traffic.
It's so unpredictable. So it's just a convenience thing, you know, when you travel into your clients. They really pay for convenience. And so.
So you are at the Essence Festival. So I know right now that is what you're doing. What you doing at the Essence Festival? I mean, you gonna show us some little pics and stuff? What you gonna show us, girl, on the internet?
So you know, and I'm getting a lot together, but there's actually a lot going on. So Missy is performing for Essence Festival. So I'm out here, you know, with the team, and you know, we're getting her together, getting her ready. So I'm excited about that. But you know, it's also great because this is my first time at Essence, and I get to actually experience literally the essence of being surrounded by just, you know, our culture. And here in New Orleans is so rich. Like, it's so rich here. Oh my gosh. I was on Bourbon Street last night, and I was just like, wow, this is beautiful. Like, the hustle out here, the culture is it's beautiful here. But I'm here to just really experience and of course, like I said, I'm doing Missy for the show. I'll be backstage and everything. So I'm pretty excited about that because, like I said, this is my first time. So I'm really just taking it all in, like I said earlier, and I'm just trying to be as calm as possible without, you know, freaking out, because this is still a new experience for me. So I'm just taking it all in day by day.
Well, congratulations. And you deserve it. Your hard work. And no matter, you know, a lot of people can work hard, but they still don't get recognized. So it's a few people that get through that, they hard work and they get recognized. And so you're part of that few. So take it in. I know you're going to do an amazing job. When I watch, I'm going to be looking on the internet, on the YouTube and everywhere for me some little clips. for some little clips, and I'm like, my girl did that. She did.
I'm gonna be posting some behind the scenes. I'm gonna be posting some content, so y'all will get to, you know, kind of experience it with me too. So that's one of the things that I like to do, just to bring, you know, people into my journey. So
yeah. Well, you guys go ahead and follow her right now on the IG on Instagram with Aysha_TBP. That is TB as in boy, P as in pop. Okay. Because so, as in pop, she gonna have your face popping, honey. So go on over there and make sure you hit, and don't just look, because I don't like that. Don't just be found in the views. I want y'all to hit that follow. Stop it. Just being in people's views. Follow.
If honestly, I'm very responsive too. So if there's any questions or anybody has any questions about anything, I'm very responsive. So, you know, don't hesitate.
Yeah, so if it's anything else you want to share with us about what you're doing, any future courses, time dates, or whatever, you can share that with us now.
So I'm working on a lot right now. The process is still in motion. So there's nothing solidified, but I do have some classes that I'm planning for children. And it's not just about makeup. Like I said, I'm really all about teaching inner beauty and self-confidence and self-love. So I try to incorporate that into the beauty industry. So I'll be doing a kids class soon. The dates are not solidified, but if you guys keep up with me and follow me, you will see more. So
I'm excited. I'm excited. You know, I'm one of your biggest fans. So I will be following, honey. Listen,
I said, I love you and I love what you're doing in your show.
Oh, thank you. And so, but hey, I can't do all of this without support from different individuals that's operating in their genius zone, because, honey, the best I can do is do a little bit of eye pencil and some lipstick. That's the best I can do. And if that ain't good enough, and that's what y'all gonna see, South Carolina, Saturday when I come to your event, you gonna see. You gonna see the eyebrow and some lip. That's it. That's all you gonna get. Cause and I do a little pull out my regular eyelashes because I'm scared I'm gonna glue my eye together. So so that's all you getting. South Carolina, you gonna get me personality and all, but you ain't gonna get all this beat bread here. You ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it for this one, but you will get it in the future, because when I have my big event down here in the future, I'm gonna have to just have Aysha. I'm gonna have to fly her down here so I can be looking the bomb.com. I have to be looking. So y'all get it. You will get it one day. It's just not tomorrow. you won't get it one day, not tomorrow.
But listen, the personality speaks for itself, so that's okay.
Yeah. I'm like, listen, that's the best you're gonna get. I'm gonna have to go through Aysha class so that she can kind of help me be a little bit together. Oh my goodness, but I absolutely love what you do. I love what you stand for. I love the person that you are. You are so humble. You might not gonna brag on yourself, but I'm gonna brag on you. And keep up. It's so inspirational seeing all the things that you're doing and how you are really pushing what the standard of beauty is. And it's not a standard. You're changing it to universal beauty, because the way that you lead your life, the way that you do what you do, is very it's authentic, it's real, and it's needed in this beauty industry. And so I'm looking at what other people are doing. I'm looking at what you're doing. I'm saying, she's changing the narrative. I love it. You're changing the narrative.
That's what God put me here for, and I truly believe that. So I'm gonna follow it.
Oh yes, and you're doing an amazing job. Enjoy the Essence Festival. You know I'm gonna be watching it. When I see Misty performing, I'm like, ooh, go Aysha, go Misty, go Aysha. Say it again.
I think you can stream it on Hulu too, or there's some streaming networks that it'll be streaming on. So
it will. I mean, because streaming is where it's at now. It's gonna be either on BET, it's gonna be on Hulu, it's gonna be on one of them streaming, and whatever they streaming, I'm downloading and paying the subscription just to watch that. Yes. So thank you so much for being a featured guest on our show. I absolutely love everything that you're doing. Hold tight backstage. I'll pull you back in a moment. Okay. All right, you guys, that was the amazing Aysha Williams. She is a celebrity MUA, an influencer at her own right. She also have, like she did Missy Elliot, she do me, she do a lot of other amazing people. What I love about her is that her fact that she is not just about makeup. She is about that inner beauty, all right, and helping you with that self-confidence and stuff like that. And also working with you and meeting you where you're currently at. I was afraid. I had a bad makeup experience about 20 years ago, and honey, I ain't let nobody touch his face since. Yeah. She worked with me through my trauma, honey, and now I'm on purpose. I absolutely love makeup now. Now I can't do it. That's why I go to her. But I absolutely love it. And I just think she's just an amazing all-around person. So make sure to check her out on Instagram and make sure to not only be in them views, but make sure to hit that subscribe follow on Instagram. And it's popped up on the screen for those of you who are listening in on radio and podcasting. That is at AYSHA_TBP. Make sure to go ahead and follow her on today. And for those of you who absolutely love what we're doing with the Tina Ramsay Show, and you would like to do some support, listen, it takes a lot to do this show and help it grow. And thank you for all your support. You can support us to help us with a donation to help our show grow. You can go to Cash App at CTR Media Network to donate, or you can go to PayPal at Tina Ramsay. Either way, or you can just go to CTR Media Network and easily make it easy for you and click the donation tab and be able to donate towards our show. And if you would like to be a featured guest on our show, just make sure that you reach out. If you are watching us on social media, which I know that you are and all over, just click the description in this video or hit the description in the bio so that you can book yourself for our season 9 of the Tina Ramsay Show that is coming your way this fall. Yes, coming your way this fall. Thank you so much for everything that you have done. Thank you for all the support. We are wrapping up season 8 and it's been totally amazing. You guys, thank you for everything that you do. And if no one told you this today, I want you to know that you are worthy, that you are special, and that I value you. And most of all, I love you if no one told you that. And what do I want you to do until the next time we see each other? I want you to do what? I want you to keep smiling. I'll see you next week on the Tina Ramsay Show. Have a good day. Bye.
Welcoming author, podcast, businesswoman, coach, podcast influencer, Coach Tina Ramsay.
What up, family? CTR Media Network. Yeah. Best in the biz. Yeah. Join the team. CTR is who we are. The media network, that's the best by far. Whether you listen at your home, at your job, in your car, come get the information that's needed above par. Never lasting, motivational podcasting, giving you the answers to the questions that you're asking. Serious talks and topics, how to come up and profit, how to better yourself, your health is here. We got it, reaching 350 million. They tuning in. We in 50 different countries. We all can. And like-minded, find your purpose and your assignment. Come get your fix, your feel, your mental alignment. Get active and speak to the masses. Build your influence all levels and all classes. Now you know you can monetize and grow. CTR Media Network, start the show. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network. CTR, Media Network. CTR is who we are. The Media Network, that's the best by far, you know. CTR, Media Network. CTR, Media Network. Yourself, your health, that's it, we got it. Reaching 350 million, they tuning in. We in 50 different countries, we all can. And like minded, find your purpose and your assignment. Come get your fix, your feel, your mental alignment. Get active and speak to the masses. Build your influence, all levels and all classes. Now you know you can monetize and grow. CTR Media Network, start the show. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network. CTR is who we are. The Media Network, that's the best by far, you know. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network.